This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer,
he lets one fly deep. Caught.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Going to the run, it's Simon. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Running inside, it's Pryor. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. Jones to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Gators will punt this one away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Creates a little room. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
On first down, it's Brown again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
On third and short, the power run here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback making checks. Jones wants to throw it. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Black 18. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's ball. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. They'll run it in the red zone. It's ball. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to run with ball. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Jones wants to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Running inside. It's Ball. They knock him down right there. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play, and now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking for space. It's Pryor. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Goes high to pull it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're dealing with a second and long. They go play action with Manning. Shoots it to the left. And wings it incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with Memphis taking on the UTSA Roadrunners. And it's Memphis in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this off. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some
going deep. He's got it down the field. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Gators. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Jones wants to throw it. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Going long. Makes a deep grab. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. And when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Jones to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this guy is one of the best receivers in college football, and the defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on 3rd down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason why that ball fell incomplete.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in a tight window.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Manning with the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Throwing Manning. He wants to go deep. Upstairs to make the catch. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn. And the punishment has been extended. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Ball again. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll give it to Ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And they swarm him under. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Right on the money. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He's looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Sending the offense back onto the field. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him.
Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Bring breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
Coming out with it, it's Lloyd. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
3rd down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they were able to come away with a massive negative play.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it in his own territory. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Arch is going to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires into the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lloyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Jaden one more time. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Here's a give the ball. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and